So my name is Buddy Butcher, real name is William. I am currently 215 pounds, and I'm going to be competing in bodybuilding and classic physique. My last show, I came in at 178 pounds, so I'm hoping to be up on stage about 200 and change classes for this next show, which my next show is going to be in July in Pittsburgh. I'm going to be doing the Masters Nationals and hopefully getting my pro card this year.
And you?
And I am Jen Butcher, and this is going to be my first show. I'm going to be competing in the John Simmons Championships, and I'm going to be doing wellness and bikini.
Okay. And this is your first show?
This is my first show.
Awesome. Okay, so today you guys train chest, and maybe just go through the workout a little bit and explain how that was for you guys today.
Okay, so today we trained chest. What we did today was a typical John Simmons workout, just very brutal. So we always start off slow and work our way up, almost like a pyramid. So as you'll see in the video, we started off with 1 or 2 plates. I ended up with 6. We do a couple sets there, and then we do a drop set. This is for maximum volume and blood flow and maximum growth and hypertrophy, right? This is our goal. And then same thing on everything. We always typically do a drop set, just for maximum reps, maximum blood flow. And John always pushes us to our max. Like, when you think we're done? Nope.
We're not
There's
done.
always one more. There's always more weight. And there's
Always one more.
there's always one more with John.
John will decide the workout as he goes?
Yes.
So, okay. So,
Yep.
Okay.
So when we train with John, even though Jen and I are both personal trainers, when we train with John, everything is in his hands. We trust him. He is our coach. He is our mentor. Whatever he says is the Bible for us.
Okay.
Yep.
How's training, how's this been for you? Because you always worked out, but this will be your first show. How's training for the show been for you?
Yes, so I have always worked out, but training for the show is another level. I'm actually very surprised at what I can do. Every workout, John pushes me to a new limit. Just when I think I can't do anymore, I'm doing more, and it's just been an amazing experience. Yeah.
Now, Buddy, I have a question for you. I've seen people do a lot of the cable crossovers. You really lean forward. What's the benefit to that?
It's the angle of the muscle.
Okay.
So I typically don't do the straight, or the flat crossovers. I like doing them at a slight angle because it hits the top of your chest
You're trying to hit
a little
your
bit more.
upper chest more.
Yes.
I got you. Okay.
Yes.
Good. Okay. I was just curious about that. I was like,
Yeah, I like to lean when I do them because I'll typically get the center of the pec major when I'm doing flat flies on the bench.
Yeah. No, that makes total sense. Now, both guys, let's talk about your other jobs too, because you're both personal trainers. And what else do you guys do?
So I'll start. I am a program manager at a company called Dytech North America, and we build dies and molds for the auto industry. So your stamping parts for your outer bodies, your doors, your hoods, your body sides, things like that.
The big 3.
For the big 3 mainly. Yep.
Okay.
I am a manager, admin at a title company, Liberty Title. I do special projects and support all of the offices in Florida and Michigan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good deal. Wow. So how long have you guys been working with John?
I've been working with John for about a year now.
Okay.
I've probably been working with him, 9 months? Almost a year, maybe.
I think you started working with him after my first show.
Okay,
Last
so
year. So it's been
9 months, something like
9-10
that.
months, something like that for Jen.
Yeah.
Is that where you met him for prep for that show, or after?
I met John briefly at a show in 2019 because my friend Jason was competing in that show. And so we went to support him, and I briefly got to say hi to him. That was my first encounter with John Simmons. And then last year, Jen saw John's flyer and said, hey, why don't you reach out to this guy and see if he'll train you for your show, and then you can get back and try to be a bodybuilder again.
Yeah.
And then the rest is history. I called John, and I've never looked back.
Because you were always in shape now, but you had never actually competed. That was your first show, right?
That was my first show. I was going to try to do one a few years ago, Unfortunately, the coaching didn't work out for me and I had to back out of that show.
Yeah.
It just wasn't a good fit. So I wasn't ready. I was going to do the London Murray back in 2020 or 2019, something like that.
19, I think, yeah.
So,
Well, and better to back out. I always think it's better to back out than just go through it like half-assed, you know?
yeah, well, my diet was so off that I was really having problems just functioning on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
So, it was not a good fit at that time. So I thought I was going to be done with the whole competing and bodybuilding thing before I even started. And then once again, we found John Simmons and it just
clicked.
changed.
Yeah.
Like everything I knew was wrong, and then he set us on the right track. So he makes everything easy.
And do you guys train where do you train your clients out of?
Right here out of Anytime Fitness in Madison Heights.
Yep.
Okay. Good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your diet been like? I know this is kind of hard for you because you're still prepping for your first show. What's your diet been like, buddy, as opposed to like after your show or prepping for the show as now? Like,
So
you've added a lot of size. Since your first show,
yeah, so I'm up about roughly 40 pounds since Pittsburgh in July. After the show, I went on a seafood diet. I saw food and I ate it. So I was really trying to pack on the pounds. My metabolism is stupid, crazy high, and I really struggle putting on weight. So I could eat 3 Big Macs a day and still lose 4 pounds the next day. It stinks. For this application that I'm trying to do gain. So the bulk phase, I can't say has been easy because I'm having a hard time keeping the weight on, no matter what I eat. But the prep is going to be. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, but it's going to be easier because of my metabolism.
You haven't started cutting any, right?
I have not.
I mean, you still have lines and stuff.
I'm still pretty striated.
Like,
yeah, that's because I can't keep the weight on. So, but yeah, it's cool, and I'm looking forward to helping Jen through her first prep.
You're not prepping together though, right?
Oh, we're gonna
Kind
prep
of,
together.
Crisscross a little bit.
Yeah.
Overlap a little bit.
Yeah.
Because my show's in May and his is in July, and then he's guest posing at John's show, so he's gonna have to cut a little bit.
Yeah. I don't want to be too sloppy up on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially after last year winning.
Yeah, being the overall winner
Yeah.
and then coming back to guest posing, which I got to say is a big honor for me.
Oh, it's awesome.
It is.
Yeah.
Especially since I got to warm up for Miss Olympia.
Yeah, we get to.
That's a little nerve-wracking, right?
Yeah. The best female biker in the world.
Yeah, right.
Well, awesome, guys. We'll definitely keep up with you guys when we start. We'll do another video when we get started prepping and stuff and start cutting down. Keep us updated, and anyone you guys would like to thank, and ways people can get in touch with you about your personal training business.
Well, first, I mean, I want to thank my husband for being, Buddy, being a big support for me. It takes a lot to have, a full schedule and be able to do this, so he helps me out to do that. John Simmons for pushing me, to the limit. And I couldn't do it without either one of them. And then Andrea Shaw has been a big support so far. So I'm really excited about where I'm going to go.
I'm pretty much the same thing. I got to thank my wife. I mean, this is year 2 for me going into bodybuilding, and she's been my number one supporter, my meal prepper. I make sure I got clean workout clothes, right? The whole 9 yards. Smacking food on my hand. So, and then, of course, John and Andrea, fantastic. Couldn't do it without their tutelage and their support, right? Especially John. He's there for us. If I have a problem, I call him. He's there. But other than that, I mean, everybody here at this gym is a support group. We love this place, and this is just great. So.
And if you want to get in touch with us for personal training, you can reach out to the Anytime Fitness Madison Heights. We're always here. We're on Instagram, Facebook. We have a TikTok. What was our TikTok?
Butcher's Fitness Fun.
Yes. So we are everywhere.
Awesome. Okay, well, sounds good. And for people out there who want to know a little more about Buddy's background, if you check out the first video, it goes into his military background and how he got involved in bodybuilding and everything else too. So.